Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I
was walking down the street just minding my biz. I saw this young lady, the ultimate. She had a pair of jugs that was so fine. Then I took a look at that behind. 36, 24, 36. I looked at her and said I need a fix. I asked her the same blase. Her name, where she live, and how much you weigh. I got the digits and gave her my 1-800 beeper number. You could leave a message under the name of Rum, but I know you're bugging on the nickname I would be too. But every time that she be walk, she turns the head of the crew. Word is born, I wouldn't be messing with this girl if I knew she was an adolescent. To all the guys over 21, here's some news. Just a hip-hop version of the young girl blues.
Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said,
as the story goes on, I get a little deeper. I got a strange message on my 1-800 beeper. Call me loony, crazy, psychotic, or dumb. But I got a good message from a girl named Rum. She said, come and get me from Mickey D's at 8. That's where I work after school, pick me up for a date. I was so excited that she called my pager, but never thought to ask if she was a teenager. She mentioned going to school, but I didn't think it was hot. If you saw what I saw, then you know why. You wouldn't believe or even think of a bird like that could be a dove. I picked her up from my Lexus coupe. Only God knows what I'm doing is a oop. Am I robbing a cradle? I'm very confused. I'm stuck in the middle of the young girl blues.
Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh. Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue.
Now I was seeing her for about a half a year. Everything was fine and dandy without shedding a tear. Age ain't nothing but a number, that's what Chi-Ali said. Okay, then why don't you get that through the judge's head? Proceeding along, I must have to say, it was coming very close to her birthday. I asked, what do you want? She said, a pair of earrings. I never knew what an avalanche the future brings. Her birthday came and she gave a party. I arrived kinda late to the place to be. People was excited for seeing my face. If my mother ever knew, I would be a disgrace. They sung, how old are you now, to Rum Barine. I was in shock when they screamed 16. I felt like falling apart when I heard the news. This is the never-ending saga of the young girl blues.
Now what was I to do? Just crying over me and she was feeling blue. I said, oh.